could this possibly be the fastest Hobbywing ESC electric skateboard ever made? Let's find out right after this intro. Yo, what's up? Gabby here from Race Studios with another ESK review, in this case the Ownboard W2 Pro. First, let's get it out of the box. Alright, so let's see what's in the box. Immediately you can see the Ownboard W2 Pro and surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise! Look at that. We have cloud wheels right out of the box. You don't need to pay extra. You don't need to even swap the wheels. They're right there already on your board. Amazing. I gotta say, cloud wheels are my favorite wheels by far. Okay, what else is on the box? We also have the charger, which is a little bit bigger than average, but not too big. As is commonly included with all ESK boxes, is a T-tool, very useful to fix your board or adjust the nuts on the wheels and the tracks. We also have something that is not so commonly included in boxes. This is basically an extra gift. We have bumpers to protect your deck. We also have another little gift. We have a light, a tail light, because it's red. I assume you will use that on the tail. We have extra bearings and some extra tools. We also have belts for replacement in case the belts you have something happen and you need to replace them. We have the instruction manuals, and we also have the remote control, which is the standard Hobbywing control. Cloud wheels. That is really, really awesome. Thank you, Ownboard, for being the first company to ship with cloud wheels out of the box. But this is not what this board is all about. It's not just the wheels, and there is a lot more to it. So let's begin with design. And this is probably one of the weakest points. I feel like the design is a bit uninspired. Like, it kind of looks a little bit like the Wago 3X with these lines on the grip tape. Nothing wrong with it, but it's not something that really caught my eye. On the back, the black paint, I don't know, just like I say, uninspired. There isn't any logo, any graphics, nothing special about it. The grip tape is not a fancy grip tape with shock absorption. It's just like a very slim sandpaper that put on the top of the deck. You don't really need the shock absorption with this one because the flexibility on the deck is fantastic. It's very comparable with the one on the X-Way Flex, and that's a very flexy deck. So this one flexes a lot. It's very comfortable to ride. That combined with the cloud wheels, well, you got a really good ride. Now, let's go into the tracks. The tracks, they feel pretty good. They're not branded. They're just a commonly reverse kimping track that you find in most of the electric skateboards. This is not an exception. They just feel good. It's a pretty good ride, good for carving. When it comes to wheels, like I already mentioned, cloud wheels. I mean, there isn't better wheel for me than cloud wheels, but I know that some people might like street wheels, and the street wheel experience is different. You could change the wheel because it's a belt drive system, so you can change to any wheels you want. I personally have many ESKs, which means I have a lot of extra street wheels laying around all over the house. That's because I always try to put cloud wheels into my electric skateboards, so I have a lot of street wheels laying around. But you know, up to you, it's your choice. Maybe you already have some street wheels, you can easily replace them. When it comes to the remote, we have the classic Hobbywing remote. You can see it right there. You know, it's very familiar, especially if you've been riding ESK for a while. You know, you have your wheel here, power button. You have a little screen where you can basically check your speed and have an odometer and all this stuff. You know, good. I actually kind of like it. It's very simple and, like I say, very familiar. You've been ESKing. When you grab this, you're ready to go. ESC is the Hobbywing, as I mentioned before on the unboxing and at the very intro of this video. This could very well be the most powerful ESC Hobbywing electric skateboard I ever ride. I mean, this thing flies. And that's considering that it have cloud wheels. Means usually when boards have bigger wheels, well, that takes a bit of your power. So you have smaller wheels, like 85mm, 80mm, it's common to have a lot of torque. Well, this thing have a lot of torque with cloud wheels. I mean, a lot. And I'm a big guy, and I live in a place where there are like hills everywhere. I'm like basically on the Chinese San Francisco. I live in Xiamen, right next to a mountain. So I'm used to kind of like having to slow down. I mean, I'm being forced to slow down in some hills with cloud wheels, with some of my other electric skateboards. This thing doesn't slow down ever. It just carry on climbing like it's like a flat kind of surface that is unbelievable. It's really, really powerful, and I really like it. And the thing is, back in the day, when people talk about power, they don't usually relate that to Hobbywing ESC, because Hobbywing ESC, they couldn't handle that much power. That was one of the reasons why you don't see many AT boards with Hobbywing ESC. But now that is changing, obviously changing. This thing just smokes everything else. I mean, I drag race a couple of friends, one on the Rebel kit, one in the Wagonite, and I totally smoked them. And I'm the biggest, heaviest guy from all of my friends. I'm like over 200 pounds and 180 centimeters tall. That is like 5'9", I guess. I was riding uphill with a lot of torque. And that was the thing. I mean, that's the story of this board. It's just very, very, very powerful. And now you may be thinking, okay, with that much power
comes great responsibility.
But yeah, no, with that much power, it comes shorter range, because if you push so much power, especially me being heavy, going up hills, and with so much torque, you gotta think that the range gotta sucks, right? Not at all. It's unbelievably good. And what really surprised me is that the battery isn't that big. I don't know how they managed to do that. The range is a little bit better than the Rebel kit and the Wagonite, and that's because we went for a ride till we basically killed the battery on all three boards, while this one still have like 30%. So great range with great power. So fantastic. So all in all, this gave me a really great riding experience. With the flexi deck, it feels very comfortable. Cloud wheels, they're grippy, they feel great. Now, it cannot solve all the problems out there, because usually when you put cloud wheels, you know, it feels more comfortable, almost like an all-terrain, especially with the flexi deck, it's very comfortable. But with some of my other boards, I will lose power, especially hill climbing. I mean, you can't have it all. Well, now you can. I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you have, please make sure to subscribe to this channel, share with your friends, give it a thumbs up, and I'll have a link in the description down below in case you want to buy the Ownboard W2 Pro. This is Gabby from Race Studios. Catch you up on the next video.